Hey everyone, in this video I'm just going to go over the importance of not training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, or for that matter any contact sport, when you are sick. It is vitally important you stay off the mats when you're sick. This video I'm going to go over 5 points, 5 reasons why you should not train when you're sick. And stick around till the end, because that is the most important one. Trust me, you need to hear this. If you think you're okay to go if you're sick, let's say you have a runny nose or a tiny scratch in the back of your throat, the final point will make you reconsider going training, okay everyone? So stick around till the end. Trust me, it's important. You mightn't really realise it, but it's the smoking gun basically. It's critical information that you need if you're training a combat sport and you are sick and you're considering going training. Okay, I'm going to take it from there. As I said, it's going to be around 5 points and they're going to be escalating in importance. I'm going to start from 5 and I'm going to work the way to 4, 3, 2, 1, and 1 is critical. Everything else is personal. The last one is, well, you'll see what the last one is at the end. It's not just you at the end of the day. So leave it at that and you will see what I mean when I get to the point. Right, the first point, everyone, is that your training session is going to be terrible. First, your gas tank is going to be empty. Your strength is going to be diminished. You are going to feel a lack of energy, a horrible lack of energy, and you're going to just feel terrible. You could have brain fog. Everything's just going to be off. Your timing's going to be off. It's just going to be a rough session for you, and there's no point paying for a bad session when you know what's going to happen. Next point, everyone, is that your symptoms could get worse basically. Like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, or a combat sport in general, is a full body activity. You have rapid breathing and short and intense bursts of serious exertion, followed by lulls and stuff like that. But you're still exerting your body massively compared to what you'd be doing if you're recovering at home. Like, let's just say you have a chest infection or a sinus infection or a cold or a flu and a fever thrown on top of all this sort of stuff. Like, you are asking to be sent to hospital in a few days, because this is just going to tax your body, and the likelihood is you will be sicker, and I mean a hell of a lot sicker, the next day. You mightn't feel it straight away, you mightn't feel the hit straight away, but you're going to tax your body. And if you, God help you, if you have a chest infection or the start of a chest infection and you go on training, God, your body is going to punish you like nothing you've ever felt. But yeah, that's this point in general, and it's a nasty one. Next point, everyone, is that your recovery will take longer from your illness. Like, there's no point adding the extra stress of the massive exertion that it takes to train a martial art or train a combat sport in on top of your recovery. It's just going to stress your immune system out even more when it's trying to recover from an illness. Like, there's no point adding the extra exertion, adding the extra high heart rate on top of everything else. You're just fighting a losing battle at that stage. You're better off just staying at home and recovering. Like, if you train like a really heavy session and you're sick, you might as well add 5 or 7 days on top of your recovery period after that, which you're just adding stress to your system that your body is not going to thank you for. Just stay at home and relax and rest, and the mats will be there when you're ready to get back. The point, everyone, is that your likelihood of injury fucking skyrocket when you're sick. It's a joke. Do not go anywhere near the mats when you're sick. It slows down your reaction speed. It slows down your speed in general. It slows down your brain. Your brain could have brain fog. It can just be a real mess. You could get caught in submissions that you'd usually get out of, but you're just 2 seconds behind your usual reaction time and you tweak a muscle or tweak a joint. Just stay home and recover. You don't need any injuries on top of your sickness. Right, everyone, that's the first 4 points in a nutshell, and they are all personal, individual points. what it can happen to you, what might result from you training and overtraining when you're sick. The next point is the most important. As I said earlier, it's the smoking gun. The next point is, my last point, everyone, the most important point of all. This is the one you want to drill into your heads, because deep down you all know this is the truth. When you go to the mats and when you go to any combat sport and you're sick, or you're feeling like you're getting sick, or you have a notion that you might be getting sick, you're not just affecting yourself, you're not just affecting your own training, you're affecting your training partner's training. At the end of the day, you're patient zero, you're going in and you're sweating and you're exerting, and your training partner's giving you resistance and you're rolling with them and all this sort of stuff. At the end of the day, it's highly possible you could make them sick. And now, you're not just making them sick, you are literally taking money out of their pocket. Because if they get sick and they have to take time off the mats and they have a subscription to the gym, that's costing them money. And also, if they are planning on competing soon, you could be costing them, you could be costing them competing as well. You could be interrupting their competition schedule or stuff like that, you know. It's it all snowballs, and that is not fair. But more importantly, it's not just your training partners you might be affecting. You could be affecting their family as well. You could be affecting their kids, their spouses, their parents, their grandparents. And at the end of the day, you do not know what's going on behind the scenes in another person's family. They could be sick themselves. They could have a weak immune system. They could have cancer. They could have anything. Any amount of things goes on behind closed doors that we don't know about, and that you'll never know about. More importantly, if you make someone sick, you'll never know about it. If you make someone's family sick or someone's relative sick, and heaven forbid something happens, you probably won't know about it. So just take a step back, and if you're sick, take the time to rest. Do not go anywhere near a gym, because you don't know who you're affecting in the long run. It's that simple. Stay off the mats if you're sick. Like, as I said earlier, you could be affecting a grandparent, a sick grandparent, an elderly person. You could be affecting a baby. It could be affecting kids. Like, it's not worth it. Or if your spouse or someone you know works in healthcare or something, you could be giving it to them, and they're bringing it into the hospitals and stuff like that. And your kids could be bringing it into the schools, and like, it's a massive snowball effect. So if you are sick, stay off the mats. Don't be risking it. Keep it in your head that it's not just you you're affecting at the end of the day. And do not be selfish and just rest. Just take the time to rest. Your body will thank you, and everyone else will thank you at the end of the day as well. Okay, that's it for me. This has been the Patchwork Grappler, everyone. Stay safe and have fun rolling, everyone. And stick this in the back of your mind. Don't let it slip. Bye bye.